Hello and welcome back to Owlcat's Rogue Trader. We are continuing our Astra Military Commander Hard playthrough, playing as a range specialist. So here, if we just take a look at our difficulty, we are on Hard. Unfair is just unfair. So hard is nice because it is very difficult, but we are able to enjoy it. You can see here, Homeworld Fortress. We're really going to buy into this never stop shooting kind of build and really doubling down on becoming a range specialist. So let's get going with our upgrades, and then we are headed to Rykadi Philia. We're looking for Henrik's here. We are gonna do we want to do perception or agility? We're gonna focus on agility. We're gonna update grade agility a few times here. This will impact our initiative as well as our dodge ability. Um, so we're gonna focus on that just because our perception is pretty high. In our build, our number one stat is ballistics, which we'll continue to focus on upgrading. Number two, I'm going to argue, would be perception. This reduces enemy dodge chance against a character's attack, so we want to land our hits. But just given how low our agility is, we do need to bring this up. I want to get this at least to 40, and then we're going to kind of cap out ballistics perception to the best of our ability, and then come back to agility. Now here we have to look. We could do last weapon experts. Enemies suffer a minus 20% penalty to dodge against last weapon attacks. This is really helpful, but given that we have high perception and we want ballistic skills reflects the character's accuracy with all forms of ranged weapons. A high ballistic skill indicates that a character is a Deadeye, someone to be feared in a gunfight or skirmish. The base hit chance for range attacks within a weapon's effective range is 30 plus BS percent. So if I'm not mistaken, it is the core value. And so because of that, we're going to come down here and pick ballistic skills. So we can actually pick this, get a bonus 5 to ballistics off the bat, and look at that. We are at 60, which means that we are technically 90% hit chance, if I'm interpreting that correctly. Please post in the comments if I'm misunderstanding. But we have a very high ballistics here, which is great from that perspective. All right, let's go to the Seneschal. We're going to upgrade your weapon skill here. We're going to get this to kind of 50 with toughness, and then we'll kind of think about strength. So weapon skill, we definitely want to keep upgrading. On this one, I am debating. I kind of want, chain weapon experts. I just don't know if we're going to change. Um, Or do we want multi-weapon experts? Multi-weapon attacks gain +4 maximum damage. I'm not sure. We have multi-weapon proficiency. We don't have a multi-gun yet, so it doesn't make sense to pick that one. I'm just kind of looking down here. All allies affected by brace for impact gain +30% cover penalty. That's nice. Get off me. Brace for impact also allows a Navy officer to use any ranged weapons in threatened areas. Knocks enemies prone and pushes them one cell away during the effect. Um, hmm. There's some good ones here. Let's see. They don't have like a recommended one. Dueling Master grants +15% bonus to parry. So we're going to go with this one in the short term. Increase our survivability there. To increase parry percentage chance. Adira, this one I've struggled with. I was looking at this before, and I'm still not sure which one we want. We're going to probably go joint analysis until the operative's next turn. Their allies attack also remove exploits and deal +in damage, more damage. So we're going to boost damage on enemies. We're going to go with... Wait a second. You know what? Hold on. Yeah, joint analysis. We're going with joint analysis. We're going to actually focus on awareness. Logic and tech use. I'm hoping to get Pascal here soon, who will cover off on those traits. So you are hyper aware, although we're also fairly aware. So we should be able to find everything. All right, we're capped at ballistic skills here, so we're actually going to go agility is 50, so pretty high. So we're going to go with perception, bringing that up. Make sure they can't dodge, and then we're actually going to go bolt weapon expert. You're going to be full bolt weapon focused, and that's really going to pay dividends long term. You're going to see that build there. And Cassia, get back in the fight. Air of Authority, both of these are good. I do like move, move, move. This, I believe, move, move, move can proc never stop shooting. So we're going to do that and see if that truly will work. Let me see here. What do we want? What do we want? There is a skill down here. There are lots of skills. Um, uh, every uh, every even second, fourth, etc. turn, the navigator gains additional action point. Every odd turn, first or the navigator gains plus 20 perception. Wow. Um, I like this. Blood Augury is nice. Enemies damaged by the navigator suffer 2 times navigator's perception bonus, which is pretty high. Additional damage from warp damage. The bonus damage stacks each time. Um, I I thought there was one here that helped. I don't want to waste too much more time. Oh, pass unscathed. If the navigator's perception is higher than their agility, their dodge is calculated. So we're gonna focus on our dodge for survivability. Then we're gonna get some of those other ones. So those moves, those passive abilities, I feel like are absolutely critical. So with that in mind, let's get going here.
I always keep my options open.
Hey, what's that?
All right, we have a trap over here. Come in, escort. This is Captain Rykadi. Escort, please come in. Pilot Raquel, the pale young woman looks at you with a mixture of hope and disbelief swirling in her eyes. You notice her hands trembling as she clutches her weapon. Who are you? Did you come from the planet? Are there you reinforcements? Saint's teeth, I thought you'd never come. Alright, tell me about this planetoid. The only settlement on Rykadi Philia is a penal colony. The prisoners work in the mines and the dome quarries. They mine sulfur, ceram dust, and sand, which is then melted down. A rather nondescript place, or so it was prior to current events. What happened here? There's been a prison riot on the planetoid. Sadly, it's being led by the prison warden himself, the Honorable Anathagan Castaglia. He has allied himself with a rabble that he himself was supposed to watch and declared Rykadi Philia to be independent of the authority of the system's lawful governor. I came here as a shuttle pilot alongside the Honorable Evayne Winterscale, son of Caligos Winterscale, rogue trader, vanquisher of Xenos, forever triumphant over the enemies of humanity. She details enunciating every word of her overlord's title. Alright, your young Ward Winterscale wished to speak with the Ward personally so he could put an end to this lawless treason. He and his escort went ahead and she grows paler. I haven't been able to contact them over Vox for a very long time. Evayne, Abelard mutters, stroking his beard. One of his distant younger offspring, yes. That's much as I know about him, which means he hasn't distinguished himself in any meaningful way. Evayne Winterscale has made several diplomatic visits to Urak 5 on behalf of his father, rogue trader Caligos Winterscale. The great regent would not have granted entry to someone dishonorable, which means whatever happened in this terrible malodorous place, we must aid this man of noble blood. The warden himself is spearheading this riot. Yes, she bites her lip. No one expected this. Master Castiglia is a nobleman from a respective governor house and a vassal of House Winterscale. All of a sudden, he proclaimed that Rykadi Philia was now his personal domain, that the prisoners were his subjects, and that he would never bow to anyone again. It's pure heresy. I take it that they're looking forward to a diet of sand and gravel. What kind of madman would start a revolt on a barren rock? Why would young Winterscale have felt the need to parley with the dissidents? She sighs quietly. It's a personal matter. Master Castiglia, the seditious warden, is Lord Evayne's childhood friend. When my lord heard of the riot, the news saddened him greatly, so he rushed here without delay, in hopes of bringing his old friend to his senses, no doubt. The first Winterscale in my memory who prefers to talk first rather than shoot and slash. Interesting. Maybe we can negotiate with him. Pilot, the pilot smiles faintly. Young Lord Winterscale is not his father's shadow. If he is determined to save his friend, he won't back down. I pray to the throne that he is alive and well. He's been gone for such a long time, and I really don't like this place. Theobald executed his wife and only son on the mere suspicion of treason against House Arcelio. So why did the noble Evayne rush to save someone who had betrayed his house? Do bonds of friendship give one the right to make inexcusable mistakes? I'm looking for a man by the name of Henrik von Calix. Is he here, perhaps? Unless he's one of the prisoners or guards, it seems unlikely. There are no shuttles in working order other than yours and mine. There's nothing else anyone could have used to reach this place. Alright, he's probably not here. Is there anything else I should be apprised of before I set out? Some other rebels have held up in the barracks. I don't know how many, but given this is the only way through to where the negotiations are taking place, I would expect heavy resistance. Please take caution, your lordship. Lord Winterscale's guards mind the entrance so that the rebels couldn't get to the shuttle. Interesting. That's why over here. Alright, we're not gonna pressure her. She's already stressed out enough. I have no more questions. Your lordship, if I may a minute of your time, I wouldn't ever have dared to trouble you with a personal matter, but the situation. In any case, have you been to the capital of Rykadi Minoris yet? I wanted to ask if you saw a man there, a communications officer named by the name of Jasper. What's your relationship? We're engaged. I have not yet been to Rykadi Minoris and know nothing of this officer's fate. That's a shame. May the Emperor keep that fool from harm. Thank you for your time, your lordship. Oh, so she did figure out who we were. She bows. You can tell by the desperation in her eyes that she is exhausted, frightened, and wishes to be off this planetoid as soon as possible. Alright, good to know. Alright, so real quick here. Where is demolition? We have 40, 40, 40, 60. Alright, you're
Always
up.
keep your eye on the prize.
Oh my goodness. What just happened? Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? I must have clicked something. I literally was holding my mouse in the air here and they just ran over there. That is so... Oh my goodness. It's gonna be annoying, but that was a total misclick. I don't know what the heck happened. We're gonna reload. I apologize. We're playing on hard, and that was not intended. I was gonna select Argenta to disarm the bomb, which would have been easy. Oh boy. Alright, let's try to do this quickly. I'm gonna try to remember what I did. I think we did agility just because it's low. Down here. Where is ballistic skill? Oh boy. It's embarrassing. Dueling mastery to increase parry. Adira, what did we say? Joint analysis and awareness. Argenta. We did perception. Bolt weapon expert. Cassia. Did we do move? I think we did move. And down here we had that awesome move. Pass unscathed. We're replacing agility with perception, which is a lot higher. Come over here. Grab this stuff.
To be made?
Would you look at
Gonna
that?
pause because we see that. Gonna skip this cutscene. Up. We kind of clicked the first one. I'm just making sure. Alright. We didn't know they were engaged. Alright, well, we're back to where we are.
Join me in prayer.
And we were gonna click on this.
Never doubt me.
I don't like reloading often, but I'll reload when I need to reload, especially given how challenging. So, by the way, yeah, we're up here.
Keep your wits about you.
Oh, what was
Color
that?
the uncolored.
Build a bridge.
Rise
Alright.
to the top, or get left in the dust.
Hold on. We're just gonna quick save in case we make any more dumb mistakes.
Hey, your virtuous.
The range of a meal,
How are
1,
you
2, far too
doing?
lavish for even hive world, let alone a
I
prison
was
colony.
born to wage war against
Good
darkness.
to know.
I am
A long
always
string of
doing
names extends
wonderfully
beneath
when
the heading
danger
top
is near.
query workers of the cycle.
What do we have here?
Oh boy.
Let us not dawdle.
Oh Jesus! Why the heck does it do that? I am baffled. I think might need a new mouse or something. Like it just sometimes when I'm hovering over stuff, it'll like act like I'm commanding it even though I'm not clicking the mouse. So I just it's very confusing.
The future you see
All
could be
right.
the whispers of the archenemy. How can you trust your visions, Adira?
Do you see that?
All right.
I don't think that's the question you wanted to ask. What you wanted to ask was, how can others bring themselves to trust a despicable psycho like
All right.
me?
So
Face it, sister. Not everybody's as pig-headed as you are.
oh man.
A child saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
Grok shit, why me? Alright, we're not going to read through all this. We're already kind of behind because I've had to reload, so I apologize for that. You just keep
Emperor
disarming
favors me
these
today.
things? Great. Scraps, typical prison food, repulsive to the senses. So there's a lavish meal in here.
I always have a backup plan.
Oh, do we miss something over here? Oh no, it's up here.
I always keep my options open.
These baddies, Cassie's abilities.
But I will
So
grant
we can
none.
read through that, but we already know. Alright, we've been ambushed, so it's not like we can. I'm kind of shocked. We. Do we inherently pick up dash?
On
I don't
it.
remember that. Oh no. We're gonna
I don't
move
need
here.
luck. I have strategy.
And nice.
It's as good as you never stood a chance.
Wow, that is a nice Deadeye shot. Can you please, yeah, you guys all run over here. Get grouped up. Oh, dodged. Yeah, I think that's...
A tactically sound approach.
Take out this guy. Wait, I just want to make sure. Yeah, we're on hard. Alright, I just want to make sure nothing got...
I will
we're
do
gonna...
my duty.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted to buff. Ah, shoot, I
I'm
meant
not
to
injured.
click endure. Gotta be better at my clicking. I wonder... Well, that one I did click. The other time when we ran, it just, like, the mouse, I hovered over there and it clicked without me actually clicking a button. At least that's how I interpreted it.
Doubt is for the
So
weak.
these guys are all kind of in line. And we're just going to
Rejoice in
open up
battle.
on them.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Yeah, that was exactly what we wanted.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Oh, that's a grenadier. Oh, missed. 70% chance. Okay. Can we,
They who discern the future own the battlefield.
analyze enemies?
Will do.
Or analyze
Very
enemies.
well.
And
Was it you? Or
you're gonna come over
I
here.
have read
I'm hoping
tomes
you
of
can't hit
military
us.
tactics.
Let's say,
If I
oh, we need to
may.
give you a gun.
I'll do it.
was that on purpose?
Oof. We hit a deer. I'm sorry. Yeah, we don't have another.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I'm not sure if that worked. I guess it bugged out. I had some issues with lidless tail. Let me know if you do. Oof. 49, nimble prisoner. Alright, we got never stop shooting procced.
Reduced to dust. Victory is imminent.
Kind of running this way to get this nimble prisoner. Argenta.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Oof. I guess that guy is pretty shifty.
On it. What an unfortunate turn of
Oh! We can hurt ourselves with lightning arc. Good to know.
fate. I'm not so sure.
We're not in line of sight.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
I'll make it happen.
50. Oh boy.
High momentum.
Alright, we're gonna
Emperor,
attempt to
give
hit
me
this
strength.
person. We'll wait.
I'll see to it personally. Consider this a taste of
Nice,
what's to come.
30. I love it. We're getting that never stop shooting procs. Hit her, hit her, hit him! Oh! No dice.
Indeed. I took care of this one.
Alright. I'm kind of loving
Keep
this
your wits
this
about you.
this range specialist build. Force grenade, stub revolt. So we're gonna move everything over here, but oh,
Is there money to be
what does
made?
this guy have? Chainmail, medium armor, 30%. Let me see. What armor? Mesh 25% versus 30%. This armor reduces incoming damage by incoming damage of average enemy attacks in the chapter by minus 25%. So the dodge penalty is the same, but it looks like it's better armor, so we're gonna equip it, and we'll kind of add to cargo. By the way, 15%, so no change. You're wearing mesh chest plate or Argenta, that's fine. Alright, so we can add to cargo. Oh, you do have an auto pistol. What the heck? Alright, we're gonna... You have Medicaid? Can you? You can't use Medicaid. By the way, let's see here. 6 to 10 infusion. Alright, so we can add to cargo. We're just cleaning up some stuff here. Well maintained last gun. We'll keep that. Flak chest plates. Okay, no sorting. Alright, that's fine. Well maintained 6 to 8. So, there we go.
Always
Alright,
keep your eye on the prize.
so there was some goods here. Let's read through this. Oh. Info. Ha, I swear the Emperor hasn't forsaken me. Guess who just came down the shuttle gangway among the fresh Dutch prisoner Clemson Throne Damn Willie, a former administrative clerk, no, the clerk, the very same scum who lost so writ about the missing payment. He's the reason I'm in this hole in the first place. Interesting. We'll collect this. Alright, let's these cages have been placed in plain view of the beds. Inside are traces of blood and excrement. Perception.
I did it?
The grease stain. Tear off the poster and examine the wall behind it. Prisoner Shank, 7 to 15. That's actually pretty good. Improved auto pistol. Alright, we're gonna keep some of these things. It's a decent knife.
Let us not dawdle.
Bare beds made from metal sheets swing back and forth on rusted chains. Whoever is forced to sleep on them. Why don't we keep this open? I like how it finally keeps the size of the screen we made. Whoever's forced asleep on them, it would not take much for them to fall. Speaking of which, yeah, there's some goods over here. Cloud, gas grenade, toxic damage. Alright, so we
Rise
do
to
need
the
to go
top
this
or
way.
get left in the dust.
The beds are bolted to the floor. Some have thin, torn bed sheets and even tattered pillows.
Idira, is there something you wish to tell me about? Namely, the mess in the wardroom last week.
Ugh, stop blaming me every time one of the officers flies off the handle, old man. Not every brawl or disaster on this ship is because of me.
Prison guard key. That seems like it'll be useful. Severed human. Whoa! I did not realize what was going on here. Holy smokes! The chopped up slabs of flesh have been thoroughly washed of any blood. What the hell is going on here? I'm scared. I should have known all that charity from the warden was going to bring nothing but trouble. No noble, no matter how barmy, would pull anything of the sort but that man. It started with the little things. The warden would come by and talk as he did, except he used to ask us questions before, and now he's just mostly gushing sermons. Some gibberish about a path to purgation. I was wrong. After that, the people in the barracks started yapping about purgation and blindness too. The warden said the time was nigh and fate had truly great things in store for the Optimates. I went to look how my good friend Clenish was doing. He hadn't spoken for 3 months ever since I had all his top teeth ripped out. He spoke today. He looked straight at me and said, "Dead man." I kept hitting him until it hurt me. Now my fists and feet are all bruised. Half the barracks stood there and watched and prayed. I'm scared. Rightly so. Rightly so. I wish we had like a note section so then it's not in my inventory. Oh boy.
That wasn't
That
so
cheat sheet
difficult.
if I haven't seen it before. The symbol before you bears a familiar scent of the dark forces of chaos. We don't have very good lore warp here. 36. Yeah. Not good at all. We need Pascal or someone else to help us out. Let's go in here. I don't know if there's anything. Judging by the number of horrid morsels, dozens of victims were slain here. Just look at those bodies. That is terrifying. Alright. Quick save again. Just in case. To the main level.
Keep your wits about you.
Tech
Oh,
use.
the irony.
Locked. Come on. Alright.
Oh, come on.
Screw it.
Duty prevails.
Alright. Oh boy. My brother, the dawn is nigh. The Optimates will guide us into a new existence. Yes, dear brethren, have a taste of my steel. Alright, can we... some of these cutscenes are a little... Oh well, I've longed for this, my dear brethren. Wait, what? Prisoner, think this through, normal-looking faces. We thought we were going to die here with these nutters. The old man with a gap-toothed smile drops his weapon and holds out his hands in a placating gesture. Please don't shoot us, your nobleness. Let us speak a word. Well, this is a welcome change, shocking before shooting. Still, Lord Captain, the look of this ragtag bunch hardly inspires trust. Give me a reason not to execute you on the spot. Here's the deal. We're honest, quiet inmates. We didn't want to riot, but, well, sitting it out wasn't really an option either. The warden's lapdogs made short work of those who refused to join in the festivities, so we had to, you know, play along. But that's all it was, play. We never meant to, no offense to Governor Medinay, nor the lawful authority of House Winterscale. Give us a chance, say. We just want to wait until everything blows over, and we can go back to our cells quietly and do the rest of our time. A repentant, honest heretic. How novel. Judging by Avalard's tone, the Seneschal is utterly unimpressed by the old man's inaugurating monologue. For being an iconoclast, he sure isn't very lenient. Lowboard's speech is mottled with colors that conceal his true darker hues. The old man has a long history of lies, and he is using his wiles on us well. But I see no foul corruption or ill intent in his words. Tell me more about the warden and the riot. Pa, why soil your tongue talking about that heretic? But if you insist, here's how it is. The warden is of this here prison. The Honorable Master Castiglia was a crackpot from the start. The previous warden ran things the proper way. Prayer, 1 meal a day, work, a punch in the choppers from the guards, work again. With a new one, do you know what his first decree was? He introduced lunches and dinners. By the 9 devils, that's 3 meals a day. The man was obviously stark raving mad. Things only went downhill from there. The guards quit it with the teeth punching. The warden forbade them. Instead, the overseer started counting which prisoners were digging up more things in the quarry or swinging their pickaxe harder or whatnot. And then, would you believe it, they got put together a list of best workers. And if someone on that list also showed good behavior, that's when they get promoted to an optimate. That's the upper crust among us jailbirds. Well, that's how it was at first. Then the warden decided it's the optimates, not the guards, who should be in charge of punishments. And that it wasn't the overseer's job to watch prisoners work, it was the optimates. Well, let me tell you, that's when these goody two-shoes really started to shine. The guards aren't even in the same league as our dear fellows, the optimates. In the old days, we had maybe 5 or 10 stiffs kicking in a week, and now, well, we're lucky if it was only 50. And that just wasn't even the end of it. The Ward Castiglione moved out of his chambers to live right in the quarry under the dome. And I think something in his new home really scrambled his brains. He began spouting the wildest things, like the optimates are saints who are beholden to the truth, and he started taking them to the quarry. Not all of them returned. The ones who did, you wouldn't recognize them. More beast than man. They were butchering people left and right, even guards and overseers. The warden himself had armed them. And that's the whole sob story. But I knew it from the moment he let us have dinners. Oh, this won't end well. Adira nods knowingly. The old codger's right. Whenever the nobles start giving handouts to commoners, something always goes wrong. She notices your look and catches herself. I mean, with all due respect, your lordship, no offense intended. Alright, for an iconoclast, surprising, but maybe we need to be more dogmatic. This is, after all, Warhammer 40,000. If I spare you, what do I gain from it? Now, how can the lowly jailbirds hope to help your noble self? I have an inkling. You see here how should I put this? Different from the rest of the prisoners in this place. They're all petty thieves from Rykadi Minoris, debtors, gutter snipes. There's no one serious. Now, we, your nobleness, are cut from a different cloth altogether. We're fortune seekers from the void. Why don't we tell you we're on Footfall Station? You know, Footfall, the only shipyard and best market in all the Cronus Expanse. Yes, so where on Footfall you can find some very serious business-minded people, and how you can get yourself a very special discount from them and some very special goods. Alright, what kind of very special people? The most serious kind, your nobleness. Have you heard about the Fellowship of the Void? It's the largest pirate alliance in the Expanse. There is no leader, of course, but there are some terribly serious captains who decided that cutting each other's throat over loot was, what do you call, counterproductive. But cutting throats together, now that's anti-counterproductive. And well, their joint efforts leave them with excessive spoils, so they need to dispose of it somehow. And I, your nobleness, just happen to know someone who handles such kinds of dealings on behalf of those very serious people. Alright, very well, we shall spare you. Oh, that's so great to hear, your nobleness. Just great. Now, there's a true aristocrat, not that warden creep. Now then, your nobleness, where was I? If you're ever on Footfall Station, there's this district there, the Shadow Quarters. It's called that because it's located behind the statue of your holiest empire. I've known folks who call it something else, also on account of being behind the statue. Don't repeat their mistakes, I tell you. Reverend Heronius wasted no time finding and burning them all. Forgive an old man for getting distracted. So, Footfall, the Shadow Quarters. There's a bar there, built into the remains of an old ship. And in that bar, in the back room, a certain Riza does her business. Tell her Grandpa Bakfla says hello. You'll be in her favorite client in the blink of an eye. And there we are. Well, your nobleness, we'll be going now if you don't mind. Alright. So, heretical. Oh, snap. Alright, we're going to go iconoclast. We're kind of building there first, and then we're going to do dogmatic. I should not leave you here to die at the hands of the warden's henchmen. Go tell my pilot that this is the Lord Captain's orders, that you be sent to my ship. You will join my ship's crew. You have my personal pardon as a rogue trader. Thanks. We are most grateful, your nobleness. The Omen glances at you somewhat skeptically, but smiles and leaves. All right, let's see what happens. If he kills our pilot, we're gonna hunt them down and take them out. But you can see here we're slowly but surely building to Iconoclast. We're gonna need to do 45. So it'll take some time. Let's get rid of some of these pistols.
I always keep my options open.
Never doubt me.
Saturated cape. When the wearer uses endure, they immediately remove one of the effects on them in the following order: burning, poison, bleeding. Alright, foe hammer. Interesting. What do we have here? Iconoclast follow. Each heroic act used in battle increases the wearer's dodge by plus 20% until the end of the turn. What do we have here? 5 fellowship. We don't really use fellowship, so this one's better than Cassia. But we shouldn't position you where you're by a lot of enemies. So enter the main level. So we're gonna go this way to the main level. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Dead bodies everywhere. Build a bridge.
Always keep your
I
eye
want
on the
to.
prize.
Alright, avoid ship's still there. And we rebuilt the bridge.
Is there money to be made?
A corpse to the alright. A corpse in a uniform decorated with the Winterscale coat of arms. That guard did not even have time to draw his weapon. The attack must have come as a surprise. To the open pit. Let's go to the barracks first. And I'm hoping we can get through most of this. But we shall see.
Over.
Last gun 5 to 7. 6 to 8. Okay. Oh wait, we were just in the barracks? Clumps of dust. Okay. Oh,
Rise to the
alright.
top, or get left in the dust.
To the main level. So we gotta go to the open pit then. Alright.
Keep your wits about you.
The accretion to the outside of the structure indicates some regular occurring natural phenomena, possibly poison gas emissions.
I always keep my options open.
Can we
The
please?
whispers told me how.
That's how it's
The
done.
evidence suggests that the victim was killed by poisonous gas, or poison gas. The glass-making furnace was used to melt and extract its sand. Okay. Collect all that. Yeah, we want more melted charges and fire grenades. Collect that. Awoken prisoner, Warden Castiglia. I guess the question here, and as you saw, I'm not above save scumming, is how do we
What
want to
advice do you seek?
kind of position our crew?
I know how to take risks.
I'm
They fear to look at me because of my...
Miscalculations are for commoners. I don't make mistakes. I make profitable learning experiences. I always have a backup plan.
Oh no. Oh boy. Um, Not what I wanted to do. I wanted to move these guys in. Warden Castegli, I told you, Evie, they're hiding so much from us. Arrogant mentors, holy brothers and sisters. What have they ever given us? Nothing but a pile of fibs and useless admonitions. Admonitions? Admonition. Well, I cannot speak. Which the man sitting with his back to you sounds almost soft, heedless of everything, but was in front of you, in front before him. He leans over, prisoner dressed in expensive clothing. By Aura, she is different. She spoke with me like no one ever had before. She revealed the truth to me, and now I can reveal it to you. If you just stop struggling for 1 minute. What? Man finally realizes he's not alone and turns to you. He is clutching a long, thin metallic rod with blood dripping from it. We have guests from the Von Valencia's ship, I would wager. Evie, my dear, we will have to wait. Do not faint, I beg you. It's important that you feel everything, including your other eye. The warden's words are suddenly drowned by a chorus of voices in your head. The entity that so dwells in the recesses of your mind rejoices in a cacophony of cries. This place, it holds great significance for the entity. In the frantic chanting of the voices, you can almost make out words that speak of an ancient grave, one that was opened, for it contains a priceless treasure, a most coveted prize that was retrieved by the faithful after centuries of long searching. Such dreadful shades. Cassie recoils and covers her mouth. The colors of this place, they are putrescent to the core, and these people, their colors are oozing with madness and despair, pain and doom. Oh boy. How do you know who I am? Lies have many faces, but there's only one truth, and it has been laid bare before me. I knew the enemy of the truth would come here sooner or later. You know, we had this guy once. He was quiet one. One day, he walked into a middle deck bar, threw one back, and then pulled out a gun and started shooting people left and right without saying a word. Then he shoved the barrel in his mouth and blew his brains out. Our warden here was exactly the same look in his eyes right now. Who is that at the table? My sincerest apologies. Where are my manners? Please allow me to introduce Evayne Winterscale, the younger son of Caligos Winterscale. In the flesh, you know, he was so close to witnessing the truth right before you interrupted our little chat. How dare you, you contemptible peasant! For every drop of noble blood you spill, you will pay 100-fold more. Cassia turns to you for support with an expression that is equal parts indignant and frightened. That poor fool, I knew nothing good would come of this naive attempt at negotiating with heretics. However, Evayne appears to still be alive. If we make haste, we might be able to save him. Having a sign of House Winterscale in your debt would certainly prove beneficial. Alright, what madness have you wrought in this prison? What you truly want to know? He becomes more animated and runs a hand through his matted hair. You note that it has been some time since he has last trimmed his nails. This is my garden where I try to grow the seedlings of a beautiful future. That was before I realized that there was no future, not in the sense of ordinary people understand. We are too attached to this life, to the limitations of our weak bodies, to the short-sightedness of our eyes that can scarcely see. It is all so insignificant. The true future lies beyond real space, and the only way to reach it is through a cleansing sacrifice. Do you understand? Why does he mutilate these people? These are my optimates, saints who will guide the flock at the fated hour. Listen, he pauses and smiles. Can you hear? You can't? They are crying out, calling. It's just that their cries are not meant for our ears. They cast their voices out here beyond the edge of the glass into the transparent quiet. There, they are heard. There, their call is answered. Rogue Trader, every moment spent on talking to this heretic could be a moment spent destroying him and committing this place to a purifying flames. Isn't it time we get started? The pit. There's something special about it, is there not? An item of value that was once buried here? Now tell me, Warden, what was the item and who took it from here? The Warden's gaze bores into you. Then he smiles with the corners of his lips. You're too late, enemy of the truth. This bastion was already fulfilled its great purpose. You will never find the trail of the reclaimed relic that now rests in the hands of the devout. Alright, who is Aurora? Oh, so you managed to barge in here and interfere with the prophetess's designs without even knowing who she is. But it's too late now. You will never attain sight. All you can do is accept your fate. He suddenly stirs like a predatory beast. I do not like it when people take the prophetess's Aurora's name in vain. I desire your death, enemy of the truth. The warden raises his hand and the main people start thrashing about in their death throes. Oh boy. The time for words has passed. Optimates, give your power to the harbinger of the Aurora. Let our foes see the truth or become washed in blood.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Show them no mercy.
Alright, so I didn't quite get the positioning I wanted. That's okay. We have the long last. So we're gonna.
For the weak. This is why I was chosen. As the Emperor commands, I act. Eradicated.
Alright. Oh, whoa, there's like a bunch of people over here. I did not fully appreciate that. Wait, can we not voice a command?
Isn't this a job for
We're
the
going
serfs?
to Lidless Stair.
I'm afraid
Oh,
not.
son of a gun. Alright. Ow. Alright, so we're gonna
I know what is to come.
go ahead and drop that on you. I'm gonna
Anything else?
help Abelard here. And we're gonna shock
do.
these guys.
Be gone.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6 left. Alright, can we... Oh, we missed.
It will be done.
We're kind of putting you out in the open. We're
I'll
gonna
make it happen.
run and gun,
It's as good as done.
and I'm hoping.
Your end was inevitable.
Nice.
On it. The best defense is a good offense.
Alright, almost killed that guy. That's okay. Argenta.
I will bathe
I'm
this
hoping you can hit
battlefield
this
in
guy.
righteous fury. Each strike
Alright.
is a prayer.
Cassie,
Step
we're gonna
aside. The navigator
move
is
over
coming.
here. And you're
I will
gonna
do
take
my
this
duty.
guy out.
What? You were target.
Nice. All right. Oof. Okay, that's no bueno.
Was that you? Or will do.
Expose weakness.
On it.
Oh, we can't path that way? Are you effing kidding me?
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Alright. Parry.
My prescience
Ow.
has failed me.
Alright,
Let's make some opportunities.
please don't. Okay.
I'll do it. Faith without deeds eradicated.
Oh boy. We're not gonna risk it.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
It will be done.
Alright. What? The hell just happened? Alright. I guess the question is,
Battlefields are always drowned
do
in
we-
scarlet.
unholy lens. I wish I knew. I wish I knew.
That is not my destiny. Cover me.
I don't know. We're kind of in a tough spot here. I was wondering what that was.
I am ready for whatever comes.
So that's what that
Oh, what? I thought I was dashing.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
I wish it was clear that that thing
I'll
was
do
a
it.
threat. But it wasn't, so now I'm over here and
That is foolishness.
too far away.
Be careful not to cross my gaze. Do not dare ask.
How are you too far away?
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Yeah, we need a. It covers.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Stop it! Not the Scryer's job. What is this foreboding? No can do.
My place is at the fore.
All right.
At your beck and call.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart! Doubt is for the weak.
Emperor, give me strength.
All right, we're gonna.
High momentum.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
We're gonna get through this one way or another.
They who discern the future on the battlefield.
I was wondering how. And we're not gonna kill him yet. Alright, parry my
It
foot.
will be done.
Guided by faith. I am his will.
Alright, we're gonna just see if we can end this thing or not.
As the Emperor commands, I act. Faith without deed is worthless. I'll do it.
I'm afraid not.
Oh, parry.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
But of course,
You got a lot of stacks on him.
will do.
I will do my duty. That's not the senator's job. I'd rather not.
Alright.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I will.
We don't want to
bathe
be
this
like
battlefield
lined
in
up here,
righteous
so we're
fury.
trying to. Alright, now. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There was another one? Oh my god, goodness. How many of these damn unholy lens?
Doubt is for the weak.
Alright, well, we're gonna try to figure this out. So we're gonna go ahead and...
That is foolishness. I have read tomes of military tactics. If I may,
Faith without deed.
if only that were possible.
Alright, it's like ow.
I know what is to come.
Alright, well he's getting weaker and weaker.
Anything else?
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. At your beck and call. Victory is imminent.
Rejoice in battle!
I think we can figure this out. Oh, dodge.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
I'll do it.
So, I think the question is this one done? Or does he we're gonna just try to... 62. We're gonna try to kill him, and then if he respawns again, I don't know, we might...
I'm afraid not.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Oh, wait. Ah, deer is down. Son of a gun.
We're at a tactical disadvantage. Follow my lead. It will be done.
Parry. Parry my...
At your beck and call.
Oh boy.
Indeed.
Doubt is for the weak. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. Faith without deeds is worthless. I'll do it.
Emperor,
Alright, we got
give
this,
me
I think.
strength.
I mean, if he spawns again, we might have to
As
reload.
the Emperor commands, I act.
Did not...
At your beck and call.
Did not expect this to be this
I will do
difficult.
like you. At your beck and call.
Alright,
Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
Just a minor setback. Indeed.
let's see if we can...
Victory is imminent.
Yeah, that riposte is a little scary.
As the Emperor commands you, my Emperor. Faith without deeds is worthless. Doubt is for the weak.
Revel and Slaughter is available, so we're
As the
gonna
Emperor commands, I act.
Revel and Slaughter.
I'll do it. Guided by faith. This is why I was chosen. That is not the Emperor's will.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Alright, I'm truly
I have read
Kinda
tomes
hoping
of
we-
military tactics.
It will be done.
Holy smokes. I don't believe we've been properly introduced. Blood is bubbling on the young man's lips and his voice is barely audible, but even now it remains melodious and quite courteous. Evayne Winterscale of Coronis. Greatly pleased to make your acquaintance. On the rare days that the Lord Winterscale visited Yurok 5, the station was awash in a mist of warm hues. We were forbidden from meeting each other, but I was elated to see such rare colors in my home. Now, however, his colors are darkening, twisting from pain and bitterness. We must help, Lord Captain. We must save the clarity of his soul, for he whose presence makes the world a little brighter deserves no less. Lady Cassia, I presume, the sacred child of House Arcelio. How disgraceful it is that on the day we finally meet, Evayne looks away in shame. I find myself not at my best. There is no disgrace in your predicament, Lord Winterscale. The Lord Captain and I met under similar dreadful and tragic circumstances. What have they done to you? Ah, the warden, my friend. I tried to convince him to stop the riot. Diplomacy failed. Speaking is a struggle, but he continues stubbornly. Father hates diplomacy, which is why I had to try. Conserve your strength. You are wounded and need help. Well wounded, I would phrase it altogether differently. Tortured and maimed, perhaps. Have you ever had your eyes burnt out? This was my first time. I cannot say I recommend the procedure. He is either trying to make light of the situation or growing delirious from pain. I must take my leave. I will see to it that assistance is provided to you and that you are escorted from here. He nods, giving into oblivion. Chosen ones. Until next time we meet. Alright. The interrogator must have visited record in Minoris, perhaps. Alright, let's do some looting. Anything to write home about? Nope. 6 to 8. Yeah, it's fine.
Is there money to be made?
Let me examine these things. You're all drawn to enormous lens, scattered, broken device. What mattered, Lord Captain? Why are you so interested? Abelard trails off. We notice all you're looking. He instantly makes a connection. By the Imperium Saints, it cannot be. I see it too. Whatever the thing in her study was, it was made from the same material as this junk. What? Abelard is at a loss for words. He takes a moment to collect himself, and all at once they start pouring out in hasty sputter. That it's a mistake, slander meant to blemish the good name, person who is now dead and cannot even defend herself. First, those minions of the archenemy murdered Lord Captain Theodore, and now this cannot be tolerated. I will not be tolerated. Come on now, Abelard, remember what she was like. A dear smile betrays her grief, but at the same time, it is strangely knowingly, brazen, assertive. It was like her entire life was a race against fate until fate caught up with her in the end. She would have gone headfirst into a black hole if she thought it would put her even one step ahead of everyone else out in the expanse. If we could just find out what she was keeping in her desk and why she went to get it during the attack. That's a good point. Mr. Argent's beautiful face full of grief. How bitter it is to know that you were born from bad blood. Do not let this knowledge drag you into the darkness. Reception test succeeded. The sister's words ring with a genuine, sincere hope that you are blessed with a worthier fate. She does not appear to be shocked by the news of Theodore's possible heresy. Life must be so easy for the sanctimonious preachers, a dubious trinket, and you no longer see a person, you see bad blood, an annoying hindrance. There's enough venom in Indira's voice to poison an entire regiment. Argenta recoils, but the next moment her dark eyes ignite with fury. How dare you admonish me? We are speaking of abetting the arch enemy, a person who has tainted themselves, thus can never justify their actions. Sure, why go through all the trouble trying to make sense of anything when you can just label them a heretic and call it a day. Except, dear friend, I seem to remember that you didn't mind Theodora so much while you were aboard the ship. You didn't leave her side for even a moment. She rescued you, aided you, and your adoration wilted the moment you heard an accusation sullying her memory. You weren't surprised or upset. You just gave up on her and moved on. Um, we're not going to say anything. We're not going to take a side. So it seems like that lens is something of what we
Always keep your eye on the
had
prize.
in her. Ooh, precise last pistol, nice. Noble sword. The chain sword. One-handed melee weapon, primitive. Um, yeah, some improvement.
Keep your wits about you.
Alright, that's fine. Goods. Goods.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Land on Rykadi my Nordis. The chosen one. Okay. So I think we're all done here. To the warden's office.
Let us not dawdle.
Did we already explore his office? I just want to take a look. But that's good to know. That was an interesting revelation to the barracks. Okay, we've explored the warden's office here.
Hey, what's that?
Oh no, we have not. Medkit, gas grenade, sanctioned psyker, unsanctioned psyker, divination. Hold on. Diviner, sack, psyker staff, strike, consign. The Waterless staff. Gains considered the ability is available to heroic act desperate measures. What is consign?
Should I divine our next step?
What is this? Once enemy creature within 10 cell radius, the next hit against target will be an automatic critical hit. A heroic consign. I don't get it. What's the difference? Next hit against every creature in the combat, both allies and enemies, will be an automatic. The second power always triggers perils of the warp. Oh my goodness. No thank you. I'm gonna re-equip this one and we will think about that one later. I'm glad we came back here. Do we have anything else?
Quiet. They're trying to tell me something.
Oh no, don't tell me we're bugged. Oh boy. Hopefully we load all together. Do we have everybody?
Is there money to be made?
We have everybody. Alright. There are a few bugs. Let's get back to the ship. We're going to call this an episode. If you want to see more of this playthrough, please be sure to drop a thumbs up and comment. Rebellion has been crushed. I have news of your lord. Is Evayne Winterscale alive? Is he alright? He's safe in one piece. I shall receive him as he gets on my ship, so ready the shuttle. Alright. Consider it done. Your Lordship, thank you for the good news. Alright, so we're going to
Keep
pick
your
up
wits
in the
about you.
next episode, heading back to the ship. This one was a longer one. I am truly going to try to limit these to an hour, depending, but I just want to try to contain different storyline pieces, which are really hard, just because it's a lot of fun and a lot of context that we need. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you in future videos. And please be sure to drop a thumbs up and comment if you want to see more. Shadow Coast out.